You're born into this system, this world, and in a sense, it's literally out to get you. You're a peasant, and there's a king. There's someone in power. And unfortunately, you weren't born into power. And we're being abused by the system. We're being lied to. There's propaganda everywhere to a point where you have to question everything. And then you don't really know what's true or what isn't. And when you think you found the truth, it might have been a lie or it is a lie. And you were promised a cure or a medicine, and it actually made you even more sick. You awaited a payment, a reward, an insurance plan, and never came through. You were lied to. You're a victim. The thing is, we're all victims of this system. And we can use that as motivation. We can use that to propel us out of this matrix, out of this illusion that we're being fed. And to be honest, once I looked at my life that way, I am the victim. They're abusing me. They're using me. I am this man of freedom, power, and choice, and strength, and wisdom, and intellect, and use. I am useful. And I am being manipulated, lied to, whatever it may be. That kicked me in the butt. That motivated me. Because being a victim is one thing, born with, let's say, a disability. But being abused and used is another thing. That's, in a sense, like throwing a rock in your path. That's not fair. That really sucks. And if you can use that and fuel that to motivate yourself to escape. By escape, I always talk about money. I need money to get out the system. I need money to build my ark to prepare when the flood is coming. I need to save my parents. Everything costs money. We don't really make a lot of money. The money we do make gets taxed to death. We don't get the benefits the wealthy get. We don't get the options, the experience, the luxuries, the easy sailing that the wealthy get. They have, in a sense, the same suffering as we do. They can get cancer and their mother can die, or they can be in a car crash, yes. But all these other minuscule things, like worrying about food and bills and medical bills, medicine, surgeons, education for your children, safety against war, safety against tyranny, safety against bankruptcy, safety in a sense of not peace. Money gets you peace. Money gets you freedom and choice. And the tyrant and the king will usually, most of the time, always try and keep you down and shelter his wealth, because he knows how delicious it is. He knows that it's so beneficial to him. And, not everyone is as loving, as kind-hearted as we think they might be. Some people are kind of evil, kind of dirty, kind of malicious. And if they're born into power or they acquired power, they're going to try and do everything they can to keep you down. So you are a victim. You are being enslaved. This sucks. But use it as motivation, not an excuse. Let it fuel you and not drag you down. You can say, oh yeah, we're born to fail. The world is against us. The tyrants, the elites, whatever. I don't need to try. It's not worth it. This is life. This is how it goes. This is fate, whatever. You can see it like that. Or you can say, fuck this. I've had enough. I'm breaking out. I am not going to have any of this. So that's really good motivation. Knowing you're a victim, you're useless, you're meaningless in their eyes. And that just makes me very motivated and angry. So don't let that anger splash out into rage. Let it fuel your dreams. Let it fuel your mission. Stay positive and loving, of course. Evil will exist forever on, and corruption, but you have wiggle room to escape. You have wiggle room. So use that. Break out. You're the victim.